Yo, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. It's starting to really look like a double Dutch situation happening in Chelsea now, doesn't it? Ever since we've become world champions, the clout has followed that. And this is what happens when you win, people. When you win, you can put your chest on the table. You can stand 10 toes in the sand. You can beat your chest like a freaking gorilla. And all you got to do is ask your targets. Do you want to have this badge on your chest for the next 4 years? Or do you want to go over to the red side and not win nothing? And I think it's going to be very, very clear that they're going to come to the blue side because London is blue. Hours ago, we got the Fabrizio briefing. Let's just pull it up right now. Bob said, understand Chelsea are advancing in talks with Xavi Simons on personal terms. He's keen on the move and open to joining Chelsea. Direct talks in progress to agree contract details and terms. Chelsea want to be fast ahead of club-to-club talks with Leipzig. Now, we've been made aware that, Arsenal, Chelsea, hell, even Bayern Munich, have come in to understand the conditions about trying to sign him. And Xavi Simons is going, I just want to go to Chelsea. And, this is the kind of energy you need from targets who just look at your club, look at the project you have going on, understand where they can come in and help you, and you don't have to throw money at them. Like, yes, these guys are still going to get paid, but we know our salary caps are at a certain level. So, when somebody wants to join your team, it's not about the money. It's about the opportunity. It's about the intent. It's about the love, and it's about the desire and the passion to put on those blue colors. And you got Xavi Simons over here moving like he wants to join the mighty Blues, the mighty Chelsea. And it's beautiful, it's very, very beautiful to see players of this magnitude, with this ability and the application who want to join your team. We're going to be looking very, very serious this year. I mean, we've always kind of assumed and known when Chelsea got to a point where they were back, things were going to look a bit different. Now the targets are looking a bit different. When you're able to move from a team, a starting in lineup, like Nicholas Jackson, Jadon Sancho, which I love, but he had to shoot more. Noni Madueke, to Cole Palmer, Xavi Simons, Joao Pedro, Liam Delap, Gittins, Esteval, Neto. These are some serious quality forwards. And then you look at your midfield, you got Andre Santos, Asugo, who are going to be backups. It's starting to look real sweet. But not only is Xavi Simons trying to come over to the blue side, this brother right here. Exclusive. Chelsea have made official club-to-club contact with Ajax for Jorrel Hato as next top priority. Hato understood to be keen on the move and already prepared to accept personal terms at CFC. Negotiations ongoing with very good relationships between clubs. Very, very good relationships. So now we're getting a backup for Cucurella. Cucurella has been a machine, but even machines at some point need a break. They need to be turned off a little bit, let them cool down so they can be at optimum, performance. And now we're about to give Cucurella a decent deputy to learn from him. People joked the minute the director saw Cucurella turn 27, they're like, no, we got to bring in a young man because Cucurella is getting old. Hey, we understand the joke, but this ain't a bad player to bring in. Vega is out the door. He doesn't want to play left back. Cool. Gusto just ain't a left back. So we definitely need we need the coverage for that position. And it's starting to look sweet. Now you get more. Understand, Hato has said yes to Chelsea project and personal terms are already on the verge of being agreed. Club to club talks underway with Ajax. Oh, okay. So now this deal is picking up some steam. The deal is okay. We'll talk about this later. But now we understood. Hato told Ajax, I want to go. Look at this. Chelsea have reached agreement on personal terms with Jorrel Hato, and the defender has asked Ajax to leave. Negotiations advance into final stages as fee discussed now is around 40 million euros. Hato informed Ajax management and the manager of his clear desire to join Chelsea. I think earlier, maybe a couple hours later, a couple hours earlier, it was reported he said no to Real Madrid. I don't know how concrete those reports might be, but he said, yo, I'm going to Chelsea. Don't ring my line. I'm not answering, yo. Like, you're going straight on D&D. Don't call me. You used to call me on my cell phone, like late night, I don't need to pick. Nah. He said, I'm not trying to be a sneaky link. Hato said, I'm going to the world champions. So now this deal is looking like it's going to be wrapped up at the end of the day. And you know what? It's beautiful. Let's take a look at what I want to show you guys. I wanted to show you something real quick. So we're going to look at, the scouting report on these two guys. Yeah. So give me 1 second. I want to see what exactly we're getting. I want to see the qualities they're bringing to us, the additions that they're going to be, So this is Hato right here. Per 90, non-penalty. We're not even going to look at penalty goals for defending because we don't care about these stats. We're going to go to the tackles, the interceptions, the blocks, the clearances, aerial duels. Okay. We're also going to look at the passes too, because in our system, our defenders need to be able to pass the ball forward. You look at passes attempted per 90, he's in the 85th percentile. That's not too bad at all. Look at the pass completion, 99th percentile. Solid metrics. Progressive passes, 4.17, 63 percentile. Okay. Got to take into account. He's young. He's still growing in that role, still learning how to play essentially, that part of the game. So you're going to understand there's going to be certain things you need to be able to work on. He's 19, progressive carries. I don't expect them to be having a lot of carries. Just play the ball to my midfielders. They will do the job for me, so I ain't going to worry about that. Take on 7. Don't try taking on people. Clearly, it's not really your strongest suit, so don't do it. Just get the ball, pass it to Caicedo, Enzo, Lavia, Santos, and let these guys move. Don't do it. You give the ball to Colwell. He will pass the ball forward. Now you're looking at tackles. 2.02 per game. As a center back, you don't want your center backs going into tackles a lot. That just means your midfield is just being bypassed over and over and over again. So again, 2 tackles per game. Okay, I can live with that. You know what I mean? But if he's going to be playing on the left-hand side of the defense, then I need to see, that those numbers going up a bit. But if you have good, if you got good coverage and someone, kind of doubling back with you, maybe a Neto, Gittins, then maybe, these numbers aren't too bad. Interception, that can be worked on. Those numbers should be saying at least like 2 or 3 for me, but again, it could be improved. Blocks, 1.22, 61 percentile. You could do better, Clearances, 2.30. So that's still not too bad. You understand what I mean? You could work with that. And then the aerial duels, 1.77. That's an 88 percentile. So for a center back, these are okay kind of metrics to begin with. but I would like to see some major improvements. You know, if we look at Xavi Simons, you look at his not penalty goals. Now he's an attacker, so we could definitely use him and judge it with the creativity, the goals, and all this, decent, good metrics and whatnot. So non-penalty goals, he's a 78th percentile. Shots total takes about 2.17 a game. It's about 48th percentile. Again, is he going to be shooting more when he comes over here? We'll just have to see. Assist north 0.22, 63 percentile. Okay, I could work with that. Expected assist goals, 75th percentile. Lovely. NX non-penalty XG plus what XAG. I'm not even sure what AG is, but he's already at 63 percentile. Okay. Shot creating actions, 4.71. That's big. Like, he's able to create situations where somebody's either gonna pop off a shot or he might pop off the shot himself, and that's very high. And one thing we've needed in this team that we've been lacking is goals and is shooters. So if you have Xavi Simons coming in and he's creating opportunities for himself and other people to be popping off shots, we're going to be in business. Against low blocks, create something out of nothing, he shoots or somebody else shoots, I'm calm with it. Passes attempted, 88th percentile, pretty high as well. Completion could be, could do a little bit of work, but when you have creative players, they're always going to try the riskier passes. They're always going to try something to be a difference maker. And more times it might not come off, but it's the intent. So I can live with that. Progressive passes, 86 percentile, 5.79 per 90. His progressive carries aren't too bad either. So depending on, the position that he's going to be playing, if he's playing centrally, then would expect a bit more carries from him. On the wings, same thing. You understand what I mean? Take-ons, 1.45. Now that's low. If you're going to be playing on the flanks, that can't be, that can't be the stat you're pulling up with. But you might assume that in certain games, if you're using Palma, Enzo and Xavi Simons as a 3, then you're going to have Cucurella playing more as your left winger. You're going to have Palma, Enzo and Simons in those half spaces, box crushing, and being dangerous. So I could see a world where, Simons is playing in a double 10, maybe Enzo a bit deeper, and then it could work, but also look at his clearances and aerial duels. As small as he looks, he still puts in the graft, because in this system, everybody has to defend as a team. Tackles, 50th percentile, 1.3. Interception, 59th percentile. Blocks, 51. When I looked at Hato, look at the difference between him and Simons. Like, our attacker still puts in defensive numbers, and these are the kind of things you want, your players bringing in. Everybody buys into the system. Whether you're an offensive player, you're a defensive player, you have to put in the work. So not too shabby stats. I'm gonna be so real with you. I'm not mad at it. You understand what I mean? I think they're gonna come in, add some value to this team. And then, of course, this link just never wants to go away. This link is just never going away, is it? Like, I don't understand. I mean, I get it, but I don't like it. I just don't like to see this guy being linked to my club. Alejandro Garnacho wants Premier League move, and Chelsea remain again attentive to the situation. No club-to-club talks, but still one of the names on the shortlist. Priority remains to advance on Xavi Simons at this stage. So, some way, somehow, this deal might happen. But it's going to be, how does it happen, and what are the conditions? And to be honest, if you get me, Xavi Simons, you already have Gittins, Neto can also play on that flank. This dude is going to be like 4th choice. So unless United is selling him for anywhere between 25 to about maybe like 35, 40 mil, because even 40 for Garnacho, I think is too much. One, United have said, find you a different club. Like, that should already take away every single negotiation power they have. Like, you can't tell me you're getting rid of something and you still want me to pay mad bread for it, for something you don't want. You've already told me you don't want it. So why would I give you premium cash for it? You're desperate to get rid of it. And this is the same situation. United said, yo, you're not wanted. The coach said, find you a different club. You're not on the team to preseason. So this should be like a 25, 30 M's max, or on a loan with no option obligation. If we decide to break that loan, situation, pay 5 mil. I'll pay 10 mil to send him back. All Chelsea fans, we could probably contribute to that fund and send him back. Next year, you got Quenda coming in. So, like, this is not even a move that you should be doing. This is a backward step. I'll be so real with you. Like, this is a backward step. It's pointless. So let's not even give this any more attention that it does not deserve. But yo, people, listen, this is the end of the video. Like, sub to the channel, hop in the comments, let me know how you feel. We're probably going to be having some Dutch delights at the bridge real soon. You're going to see some creativity, some La Masia football, because Xavi Simons, he was raised in that Barcelona, system. And he's done really well, actually. When you look at his stats and, that of like Florian Wirtz might beat him to a few things, but they're not too dissimilar. And you're getting him for a fraction of that price. You can't really go wrong with that. If Simons does not bang, like Don will say, the CEX boys down the block will come back and buy. If they buy Noni, they will buy Simons. So, there's so much upside to this deal. Hopefully, it doesn't bite us in the ass. But, yo, people, listen, it's been real. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.